Hello, hello. I've got a CTS. Well, I don't, but we collectively have a CTS on our hands. It's a 2010. It's got the 3.6 V6. You know, it's not the fancy one. It's not the CTS-V. But what's cool about it is that, yeah, it has a whole, I don't know, 11,000 plus miles on it. Not quite 12,000 miles, which is, yeah, for 2010 CTS, quite low. So, as one would expect, there's not a whole lot wrong with it, based on the mileage. But let's poke around it, check it out, poke it full of holes. And yeah, it's going to be for sale over at Cars and Bids. So, you know, when you're done here, you can hop on over there if you haven't already. See what's going on. Really, the biggest thing on this car, which is relatively minor, there's a crease here. Not that big a deal. It is there. I bet you a competent paintless dent removal guy can get that out. Guy or gal. Yeah, minor scuff on the lens. That will probably polish away. A little bit of corrosion on the edge of the hood there. Otherwise, it's a pretty darn nice car. Tires are fresh, end of 2021, so those are good. Yeah, just a nice sedan. Little minor scuff here. It is definitely down to the base. Looks like it's got some touch-up paint on it, so somebody's gone ahead and cleaned that up a little bit. The car is a tiny bit dirty right now. Just got it washed yesterday, and then it was windy, and then it just rained about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So, pardon the dust a little bit, but it doesn't take away from, you know, the general cleanliness and nicety that is this CTS. Little chip there in the center of the bumper cover. There's some dirt and dust there. Sharp looking car. I think if you were asking me, and you're probably not, I don't know, I think the styling on these is aged pretty well. Certainly aged better than the first generation CTSs, which is a good segue to the interior, because if you spend some time with those, the interiors on this generation CTS is light years better than those earlier CTSs. Those earlier CTSs are pretty tragic. And yeah, and you know, these interiors, while not incredibly nice, are far nicer than those early CTSs that were comically bad. This one's in good shape, you know, as one would expect with the mileage. Not a whole lot as far as wear and tear. Some creasing here on the seats, and that's more from the leather tightening up a little bit with age than it is from actual wear. It does have this big honkin' sunroof, which I don't really know how to use. Let's start it first. It's got this the 2010, so it's got this generation of keyless where it's on a button, but it does have the smart key you keep in your pocket. You just turn this nubbin. Is that what we call it? A nubbin? I'm calling it a nubbin. It's a Kundus. But yeah, starts right up. There's our mileage, 11,838 and counting. And I haven't really played in here too much. There's a trip. Average fuel economy, timer, oil life remaining. That's when the oil was last changed. So it is technically due for an oil change by like 4 days at the time of this recording. I guess 5 days. But, you know, pretty well up, certainly by mileage. So I would trust oil in this for a couple thousand more miles, depending on my use. AC works. It does have heated and cooled seats, which is kind of fun. It's even got the little plastic protector here. Let the next owner do the peel on that, get the satisfaction there. Passenger side doesn't have it, but driver's side does. Ooh, open so slowly. Don't know what that does. It might just be the cover for the shift lockout. Does it? Okay. Let's push this. I don't know how to work this guy. I suppose we gotta find a way to make this guy pop up. I don't know how to do that. Oh. Okay, we've got a radio. Is this just... Okay, that's automated. There's got to be a way to make this work. Let's figure this out. Oh, here we go. Nav. Ta-da! Okay, now how do we do the actual nav? Oh, okay, I agree. I think. Touchscreen, okay. There we are. Okay, so that works. I don't know, I don't think it's got an XM subscription, so that's probably not going to work, but we're going to find out. While that's doing its thing, let's see if we can get this guy to open. Yep, there we go. It will auto back, that's good. Try our sunroof. Ooh. Okay, that looks like it opens. Oh, it'll keep going too. Look at that. Hello. Okay, does it tilt? It does. Okay, let's put the shade back. Sweet, okay. It's a pretty nice option. Yeah, that's still trying to initialize, so I'm thinking we'll ignore that for now. What else do we have? Info. Ooh, okay. Speech help. I don't want any of that. This toggle works. Weather. Okay. Traction control. Ooh, competitive mode. Stabilitrack. That's fun. We'll leave that. Oh, that turns it off. See this guy over here? And then back on. Okay. Apparently competitive mode means you're turning that off. Okay, I'm gonna let's turn that off. Well, let's put this guy back. Good night. You just get a digital logo, which is fun. Heated seat. It is on and it is working. Let's try these windows. Whoop. Yep. Auto up, auto down. How about the rears? Auto down. Rears are not auto up, but they are auto down. All right, let's pop the hood. Let's check out the back seat. Let's look in the trunk. I have not seen what's back there, so we're gonna find out together as one. That's the hood. Here's the trunk. Yep, binging and bonging. Ooh. Nothing terribly exciting. Sitting here idling away. One thing that's good is, you know, you want to look at on a car with this low of mileage that, hey, maybe it was sitting for a while and maybe rodents decided to move in. It is super common, and sometimes they don't do a whole lot. Sometimes they do an awful lot. And I don't see any signs of stuff. They like to nibble on stuff like this, these plastics, and this hood insulation. I don't see anything. which is good. We like that. Don't see any sign of nesting or anything. So that's a good sign. Didn't try the power seat on the other side, did I? Yes. I do know it works, at least the back and forth, because I adjusted it a little bit once I got in here to fit myself in here. See, it's a nice shape. Looks like maybe a couple of marks here from, you know, maybe they had a child seat back here. Pretty common. Our vents, cigarette lighter and such. Cup holder. There is definitely a stain here. It's kind of an unusual one. I don't know what that's from. It kind of looks like water, but that's straight up dirt. Like, that's on the top. That's not from water. So I don't know what that is. It's not on the other side. It doesn't smell in here like water's been getting in. And some of it's kind of running down onto this panel, which makes me think it was something on the surface and not like, you know, a clogged sunroof drain leaking in from the backside. This is all kind of on the surface. So, I don't know. Somebody splatted something on there once upon a time. Kind of wiped it off a little bit. Alright, let's look in the trunk. Come explore with me. I have not looked in here yet. Okay. Nothing too scary. No evidence. Some jumper cables. There's a spare. There's a battery. Relatively boring. Alright. Maybe driving it will be less boring. I don't know. Come find out with me. So let's do that. We'll hop behind the wheel. We'll take a first spin. It's starting to get a little drizzly, so we'll combat some rain and we'll go from there. All right. Thank you, friends. Let's go. Okay. Let's go for a Sunday drive on a drizzly afternoon. Turn right. Okay, so that is the Cadillac CTS. Yeah, not even 12,000 miles on this thing yet, and it feels like it. It feels very tight. There's really not a lot of play or wiggle or jounce and rebound or anything that is typical for a car of this age. Yeah, and that's because of the miles. It's just uncommonly low miles and just a nice place to be. So thanks for following along with this video. Follow along with the auction if you haven't done so already. Just go ahead and hop on over to Cars and Bids. I'll have a link into the description of this video, so check this out there. Yeah, bid often, bid early, and yeah, see you guys soon. Ta-ta!